Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com, bringing y'all my NBA Jam session on February 26th, 2023, man. I am recording this one the night before. I usually don't do this, man, but we got some early NBA action. I wanted to give everybody a chance and an opportunity to know how I'm feeling on these games. So, I did record this one the night before. Nothing's changed, though. We're still going to try to smash it. Per usual, man, my best bets can be found over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Click that link in the description. Takes you right to my handicapper page, man. That's where you can find my long-term packages, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, or seasonal. You can also find all my bets for today. If I'm active in hockey, college hoops, and NBA can be found there, man. We smashed the day on Saturday, man. We had a really good day today. College hoops best bet went through. $15 NBA Jam session play went through with the Memphis Grizzlies. 6-1 premium day overall. Love those days. 4-0 college hoops. 2-1 NBA. Want to keep all that momentum rolling forward into Sunday, man. Make sure y'all are following me on Twitter, because if I don't go live with that live show today, then you know the usual. I'll update y'all on Twitter, man. So follow me over there. I drop free parlays and free plays over there occasionally as well. Got a nice size card on this Sunday, man. I actually digging the card. I kind of like how they split it up all day NBA action, man. Can't ask for better days than this. So we're going to try to smash it per usual. We're going to try to make some more money and stay red hot like we were today again, man. So without further ado, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. In our first matchup of the night, man, we got the Phoenix Suns. They're out on the road facing the Milwaukee Bucks, man. Milwaukee laying 3.5, total 224.5. Giannis is listed as day-to-day in this one, doubtful with a quadricep injury. I will say, though, we did see him listed as doubtful in their last matchup. He then became questionable and then played in that one. So that's something we got to watch throughout the day. Make sure you check that injury report before you fire this one up. Me, with or without Giannis, though, I still lean the Milwaukee Bucks, man. This is a really deep team. This is a team that goes stupid, dummy, crazy on their home floor, as they are 25-5, straight up there on their home floor, man. They have the second best record in the NBA right now. I can't fade them in this spot, man. 42-17 on the season are the Milwaukee Bucks, man. This is a finals rematch. Don't forget the Suns did jump out 2-0 in that finals, and Milwaukee came back and won 4 straight. I think Milwaukee is just the better team, playing the better basketball. They're on their home floor. I do think the Suns, they're going to improve their playoff seeding. I do think they win some games and go on a little run here to close out the season, but I just don't like this specific game. I don't like this specific spot for them. Kevin Durant still on the horizon, still not on the team, man. I don't think Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and Aiden are enough, especially without some of the defense that they're now lacking due to that trade. I kind of like the Bucks in this one, man. Laying the 3.5. I want to see if Giannis plays, but to be honest, with or without him, I like the Bucks to win the game. So we'll see where the line ends up when that news drops. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Brooklyn Nets. They're out on the road facing the Atlanta Hawks, man. Hawks laying 5.5, total 229.5. Interesting one, man. The Nets completely let me down in their last time out, man. They got hammered wire to wire by the Chicago Bulls, man. I did not expect that at all, man. But I do expect them to bounce back off of such an embarrassing loss, to be honest, man. I think they can keep this one competitive. I'm not sure if they win it outright. Atlanta might mess around and win the game outright, but I think this one comes all the way down to the final buzzer. And with that being said, I will grab the points with the Brooklyn Nets. I do think they bounce back today, at least ATS-wise. The Nets did win the first 2 matchups this season. I'm not putting too much stock into that. I thought I should still mention it, but I'm not putting too much stock into it, as there was a completely different team. You know, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving won those games pretty much. Both of those were in December, so a totally different team at the time. They won the first one 120-116, and the second one 108-107. So, you know, the Hawks are working with a double revenge. It's a different angle, like I said, because it's a different Nets team, but, you know, it's something still to be noted. The Hawks, they've won 3 of their last 5. They did win their last one really convincingly over the Cleveland Cavaliers. They won that one 136-119. I was surprised at that final score, man. I definitely thought that the Cavs were going to bounce back in that game and beat the Hawks. It didn't happen, though. The Hawks showed up, played really good basketball. They had lost the two games before that, lost handedly to New York on their home floor, 122-101. And Charlotte came in there and beat them as well, 144-138. Before that, they had hammered San Antonio, and before that, they beat Phoenix. This Atlanta Hawks team, they're a hard team to figure out, man. To be honest, you never know which team's going to show up on a night-to-night basis. Like I said, I lean Nets in this one, as I do think off such an embarrassing loss, this team's much better than that. I do think they can keep this one competitive, and I do think this game comes all the way down to the wire. Few injuries in this one. Ben Simmons will not play. He had an injection into his knees. He's going to miss like 2 games. John Collins for the Hawks, he's questionable day-to-day in this one, so that's the injuries. Lean Nets here in this matchup today. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Washington Wizards. They're out on the road facing your Chicago Bulls, man. The Bulls are laying 3.5, total 226. Me, in this one, I'm going to grab the points with the Wizards. I'm probably going to take the Wizards on the money line as well. I told y'all, I'm fading the Chicago Bulls team a lot here to end out the season. I don't think they make the playoffs. I do think that last game, which I did fade them, I had the Nets. The Bulls came in there and hammered them. I think they had to do that. I probably should have saw that one as they had lost 6 straight. So, that was a good spot for them. But, honestly, the Wizards are playing the better basketball right now. They've won 3 of their last 5. I know they just lost to the Knicks, but the Knicks are hot right now. So, the Wizards, they've lost 3 of their last 5. Won 3 of their last 5, excuse me. The Bulls, they've only won one of their last 7 basketball games. I would not feel comfortable at all trying to lay 3.5 points with Chicago in this one. We have seen the Wizards win 2 of the matchups this season. This will be the 4th one. So the Wizards won the last one 197 on the 11th of January in Washington. The Bulls won the second one 115-111 on the 7th of December in Chicago. And Washington won the first one 102-100 on the 21st of October in Washington. I think Washington wins the season series, to be honest, 3-1. I think the Bulls team, they should have traded all those guys at the deadline. I don't think they even make the playoffs, man. I'm fading Chicago pretty much for the remainder of the season. We'll see if I'm right, but I do think I am. I think this team is going to blow it up at the end of the season. I think the Wizards could mess around and make the play-in playoffs, so it's going to be an interesting second half for this team. I think they're playing the better basketball, man. Injury-wise in this game, Kristaps Porzingis looks like he's not going to play for the Wizards in this one, so that's a pretty significant injury, but I'm not going to overreact too much to it. I do still think the Wizards win it. Wizards plus the 3.5. Wizards money line is probably where I'll be here in this matchup. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Los Angeles Lakers out on the road facing my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, man. Mavs laying 4, total 237. I wanted to go to this game, man, but I ain't gonna lie, they were charging an arm, leg, and a kidney to get into this one, man. It's just, I get it, though. I get it. But, I'm going to get the same experience watching this one right here on TV. I'm still going to be the same excitement level and all. But we got an early start here in this one as well. Lakers, they've won 3 of their last 4, man, starting to play good basketball. The Mavs, they did hammer San Antonio in their last one out, man. I'm talking about absolutely put it to them. Like a 28-point win in that basketball game. Interesting setup. We got Kyrie, LeBron going up against each other. We got Luka, LeBron. Should be a great game, man. Me personally, I do lean my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, man. I do think both of these teams, though, to end out the season are bet on teams. I do think these 2 teams will figure it out and go on runs to end the season. I do think the Lakers mess around and make the playoffs. Not even the play-in. I think they can mess around and make the playoffs. The Mavs, I think the Mavs can still climb to like that 3rd, maybe even the 2nd seed in the Western Conference. I really do. I think the Mavs are about to go on a tear, and I've seen some flashes of that in their last one against San Antonio. The Mavs' main thing is if we can figure it out defensively, we can score with anybody in the league, man. Luka and Kyrie can ignite for 30 apiece on any given night, and we got shooters that surround them, man. And I don't think the Lakers are ready for that tonight, man. I think the Mavs will be able to just flat out outscore this Lakers team on their home floor. This is where the Mavs have played their best basketball all season. I'm taking the Mavs laying the 4 in this one. We will be able to make money on the Lakers. We have been making money on the Lakers here recently. Like I said, they've won 3 of their last 4. Don't really like the spot for them here in this one, though. I'm taking my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks. I'll lay the 4 points here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Toronto Raptors out on the road facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland laying 6.5, total 219.5. For me in this one, man, I know I've seen a lot of y'all in the comments saying that the Cavs are now on y'all's do not bet list. They're not on mine, though, man. I know they've lost 3 straight, but I'm still not going to hop off of them, man. They still go stupid, dummy, crazy on their home floor, and I do think tonight could be used as a perfect bounce back and get right opportunity for a really good home team, man. I know the Raptors have been playing some good basketball. They've won 4 of their last 5, but you know, that's fool's gold, man. They look who they've played. They really haven't played anybody in that span. They beat the Pelicans, which is, I guess, a solid win. It's probably the best win in this span. They beat Orlando. They beat Detroit, lost to Utah, and beat San Antonio. I'm not impressed, man. I know that the Raptors have actually won all 3 meetings this season, man. They won the first one 108-105 on the 19th of October in Toronto. They won the second one 188 on the 28th of November. A 12-point win for them in Toronto. And they won the last meeting on the 23rd of December 118-107 in Cleveland. Cleveland working with triple revenge. They got to come out hooping tonight, man. They've also lost 3 straight basketball games. I think they come out and hammer this Toronto Raptors team, quite honestly. I know the Raptors have won 4 of the last 5. It's fool's gold. Cleveland, the much better team. Cleveland, they go stupid, dummy, crazy on their home floor, man. I'm laying the points. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. Cleveland for me here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Sacramento Kings out on the road facing our favorite money-making team, man, the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies, the cover buddies, man, the best money-making team in the NBA, man, the best cover team as they are number 1 ATS this season, 35-21-3 against the spread. Have covered in 62.5% of their games, man. At home, they've been profitable as well, man. We love betting the Thunder Buddies. 18-11 against the spread on their home floor, have covered in 62.1% of their games. I know the Kings are high right now, man. They beat the Clippers in that last one, hurt my pockets. The Clippers had every opportunity to win and cover in that one. The Kings showed some fight, though, came back, covered, and won the game outright. And then the game before that, they hammered the Blazers. I took the Blazers early on that jam session, but I did correct it later in the day as we did get late news that Damian Lillard was going to be out. The Blazers have been stuck on a plane due to snow, so it was a good spot for Sacramento to hammer a team. To be honest, though, man, I think the Thunder Buddies show up in this one, man, and I think they win the game outright. I know that they just lost 2 straight on the road to Utah in an overtime situation. They probably should have won that one. I had them in that one. And then they lost to Phoenix out on the road, 124-115. I did fade the Thunder Buddies in that one. So that shows I can fade them at times. But I think today we get back on them. I still think the Sacramento Kings team is due for a little regression to close out the season. They're currently sitting at 3rd in the West. I don't think they stay there. When it's all said and done, I think the Kings are more like 7th, 8th seed in the Western Conference. I do think there's some teams that are going to leapfrog them. I think they're due for some summer regression. I think Oklahoma City is really pushing for a play-in spot. And I think these are the type games they need to get wins, man, against teams that they match up well against on their home floor. I'm not going to overcomplicate it, man. I've put money on the Thunder all season. We love betting the Thunder. I'm going to do it again here in this one. Give me the Thunder plus the 3. I'm also probably going to sprinkle on the money line as well. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves, a.k.a. the House of Disappointment, man. They're on the road facing the Golden State Warriors. Warriors laying 3, total 233. I'm going to be honest, man. I lean Warriors in this one. It seems too easy, though. It seems too easy to take the Warriors here in this one. The Timberwolves are the House of Disappointment, man. Whenever you need them, they let you down. But in that same breath, when you expect to fade them and get some easy money, these are the spots where they typically show up. So I'm 9 times out of 10 going to stay away from this one. As much as I want to fade the Timberwolves, as much as I do think the Warriors are the right play because we know how stupid, dummy, crazy they go on their home floor, I got a gut feeling that the Timberwolves win this basketball game. That's just how I feel about it. So a stay away game for me. All the numbers point to Golden State. I want to fade the Timberwolves. Y'all know I have no problem fading the Timberwolves. They are the house of disappointment. They let us down completely in their last matchup against the Hornets. How do you lose outright to the Charlotte Hornets on your home floor, man, when you're trying to make a playoff push? They've only won 2 of their last 5. They lost on the road to the Grizzlies, lost at home to Washington, lost at home to the Charlotte Hornets, and they beat Dallas out on the road, beat Utah out on the road. So it's a hard team to figure out, this Minnesota Timberwolves. That's why they're called the house of disappointment. The Golden State Warriors, they did beat Houston in a get-right game. They needed that game. They won that one 116-101. They covered on their home floor like they've done for a lot of this season, man. Golden State, this season at home, we know they go stupid, dummy, crazy. They're night and day as well. At home, they go, like I said, they play their best basketball. On the road, they almost never win. Golden State 23-7 straight up on their home floor this season. ATS Golden State is 18-11-1 against the spread on their home floor. Have covered in 62.1% of their games. I want to take Golden State here, man. I feel like Golden State's the right side. I really do. Fading the Timberwolves right now seems like the right thing to do, especially after losing back-to-back home games to the Wizards and the Hornets. And now they're going on the road to play a really dominant home team in the Golden State Warriors, who's only laying a bucket. But in that same breath, man, the Timberwolves are a hard team to figure out. I'm probably going to stay away from this one because for some odd reason, these are the games they win, not against the bad teams in the league, not in the spots where they're supposed to win, but in the spots where you never see it coming. I'm going to stay away from this one. I'm going to stay away from the house of disappointment, to be honest. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Houston Rockets out on the road facing the Portland Trail Blazers, man. Portland laying 10, total 234.5. To be honest, I lean in a small lean the Blazers. It's kind of crazy to be laying 10 points with the team after they just got beat by 20 points in the last 2 matchups. They got hammered by Sacramento 133-116, and the Wizards beat them pretty good as well, 126-101. Those were their last 2 games. I know Lillard didn't play in that last one against the Sacramento Kings, but you know, laying 10 with them right now is pretty crazy. In that same breath, though, they have beat this team twice this season handedly, 107-95 on the 17th of December and 125-111 on the 28th of October. The Rockets, they've been hammered recently, man. They just lost by 15 to the Warriors. Oklahoma City beat them pretty good, 133-96. Philadelphia beat them 123-104. Miami beat them. Sacramento beat them. They've lost, they've been beaten handedly in 3 straight basketball games. This is going to be their 5th straight road game. I lean Blazers in this one. Don't love it, though, as their injury report is a mile long. Anthony Simon's still not playing. Looks like Justice Winslow, he's out. Looks like Nurkic could possibly still be out for this one. So, this is a total wash game for me. I lean Blazers, but, probably not going to fire it up. Laying 10 with the team that just lost by 20 in their last 2 matchups just doesn't seem like a place I want to throw my money at, In our next matchup of the night, man, we got a really good game, man. We got the Los Angeles Clippers out on the road facing the Denver Chicken Nuggets, man. Denver laying 4.5, total 227.5. To be honest, y'all know the golden rule, man. We're going to lay the points with the Denver Nuggets, man, as they go stupid, dummy, crazy on their home floor, man. Denver 20-10-1 against the spread on their home floor, man. Straight up, Denver has the 3rd best record in the Western Conference, man. On their home floor, Denver 27-4. They've only lost 4 games on their home floor all season. I definitely think they win this game, especially after what the Clippers did in their last one. They had every opportunity to beat that Sacramento's team. Not only win that game, but to cover as well. They fell apart in the end. In that one, they're facing a different animal in this one, in the Denver Nuggets on their home floor. It's hard to want to fade them in this situation, man. Jokic going for his 3rd straight MVP. It looks like these guys are fairly healthy for this one tonight. Aaron Gordon looks like he's still out, though. But other than that, man, it looks like everybody's a go for the Denver Nuggets. The Clippers, It looks like Zubac is the only one out, but I think that's actually a pretty big out, especially against the Nuggets, man, with Jokic down low. Without Zubac, who's really going to guard him down there? You know what I mean? They're still adjusting to Russell Westbrook being in the fold. I don't like the Clippers in this spot, to be honest, man, especially not after what they did to us in their last one. I'm taking the Nuggets. I'm laying the 4.5. Y'all know the golden rule. Fading the Nuggets on their home floor. You're just asking to lose your money, in my opinion. And that's going to conclude today's episode on the Jam Session on February 26th, 2023, man. Thank y'all for watching. Smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe if you're new. And drop y'all like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like, man. My best bets can be found over at Pickdawgz Premium. Click that link in the description, man. That's where you can find my long-term packages, man. 3-day, 7-day, 30-day seasonal. That's where you can also find all my bets for today's action. If I'm active in any hockey, college hoops for sure, NBA for sure, you can find that over there, man, including my $15 NBA Jam Session play and my college hoops best bet, man. You can find both of those in that link in the description, man. Also, follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJs. That's where I update y'all on late injury news and let y'all know if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association, man. We also got a live show now that we do the same thing on. I'm not sure, as I'm currently sitting here right now, if I'm going to do that today, as the schedule is kind of weird on this Sunday. So we'll see. I'll update y'all on the live show in the morning with Mitch and the crew. So check us out on that video, and I'll let y'all know if I'm going to come live for the afternoon jam session. So, yeah, man, thank y'all for watching again, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. We were red hot on this Saturday, man. We smashed it, college hoops and NBA. 2-1 in the NBA. 4-0 in college hoops, man. We're going to try to keep that momentum rolling forward into today, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. I'll talk to y'all on Twitter. Talk to y'all in the comments, man. Let's make some money today. I'll see y'all later. I'm out. Peace.